The voyaging ship was wrecked during a storm at sea, and only two of the men on it were able to swim to a small desert-like island. The two surveyors, not knowing what else to do, agreed that they had no other recourse but to pray to God. However, to find out whose prayer was more powerful, they agreed to divide this territory between them and stay on opposite side of the island. The first thing they prayed for was food. The next morning, the first man saw fruit bearing a tree on his side of the land, and he was able to eat his fruit. The other man, parts of the island, remained therein. After a week, the first man was lonely, and he decided to pray for wife. The next day, another ship was wrecked, and only surveyor was a woman who swam at his side of the land. One of the other side of the island, there was nothing. Soon the first man prayed for a house, clothes, more food. The next day, like magic, all of this were given to him. However, the second man still had nothing. Finally, the first man prayed for a ship so that his wife would leave the island. And the morning he found a ship docked at the side of island. The first man boarded the ship with his wife and decided to leave the second man and island. He considered the other man unworthy to receive God bless you, since none of the Messiah price had been answered. As the ship was about to leave, the first man heard a voice from heaven booming, "Why are you leaving your companion on his island? My blessing or mine alone?" Since I was the one who prayed for them, the first man answered, "His prayed well, all answered unanswered, and so he does not deserve anything." "You are mistaken," the voice rebuked him. "He had only one prayer, which I answered. If it not for that, you would not have received any of the blessing. Tell me," the first man asked the voice, "what did he pray for that I should won't say anything?" "He prayed that all your prayers be answered. For all we know, our blessing are not the fruit of our prayer alone, but those another praying for you."